With school back in the full swing, now is the perfect time of the year to take your kids to the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden in Columbia, South Carolina. You can probably see this guy working hard there, our buddy Scott Poff, who is here with very interesting animal. Tell us what you have here.
Well, this is a hatchling Galapagos tortoise.
Okay.
He's about 30 days old. Mom and Dad, who are at the zoo,
All right.
are both over 100 years old.
What?
The father of this animal weighs 650 pounds. So obviously this guy has a lot of growing to do.
Okay, so Dad is 600 pounds?
650 pounds.
Okay, what do they eat?
Well, they eat a lot of grass, they eat vegetation. But people don't realize it, but Galapagos tortoises are some of the biggest animals we have at the zoo. They weigh more than our grizzly bears, the tigers, the lions. So, I mean, they're huge. And they can live a very long time. Mom and Dad came in the country in 1928, but we don't know how old they were in 1928.
Okay, yeah.
So they could have already been 60, 70 years old. So we think that this species of animal lives well over 100 years, possibly as much as 200 years.
That's unbelievable. Now, we do have some videos, Scott, that we want to show our viewers of what this little one might look like.
They grow up to be a very large tortoise like that one there. You see him getting ready to eat some bamboo leaves. The interesting thing about tortoises is they're very intelligent and they like to interact with people. Now, that's not true with some of our reptiles like snakes, which just don't want to interact with us at all. But tortoises like this, if we go out in the yard with them, they want to come over, interact with us. They want us to scratch them and pet them and love on them, just like a dog or a cat.
That's funny, so they love attention.
They do, they really do.
So how many of these tortoises do you guys have at the zoo?
Well, we
currently?
have 19 right now.
19?
We have 4 adults. We
Okay.
have 5 juveniles that we hatched 4 years ago, and we have 10 that we hatched in this clutch about 30 days ago.
Incredible. They like to sleep. I read where up to 16, 17 hours a day?
Well,
Is
they
that
do.
true?
They eat and they sleep. Right.
How do I get that life?
They actually spend most of their time feeding. They have a really high bulk, low protein diet, so they have to eat all the time, like a cow does, to get enough nutrition to live.
I would imagine that obviously these tortoises in particular, a big hit at the zoo, but not only for kids, but for adults as well.
People love tortoises. They, in general, they don't like reptiles too much. They like to see them. That's why they're it's a popular exhibit at the zoo. But people hate snakes, but they really love turtles and tortoises.
Okay, now we have to name this tortoise, correct?
Right.
It's nameless right now.
He does not have a name.
So you guys have come up with a pretty neat idea to give this one specifically a name.
Right. We have at our Zoofari, which is our big safari type fundraiser we do on September 25th. You could have the opportunity to bid for the opportunity to name this tortoise. So you can name it after one of your children, your grandchildren. And remember, he's going to live so long that he could have that name 200 years from now.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Right.
Well, I think it's a great idea. The Suvari is coming up in late September.
September 25th, right?
Okay, and you can get more information about that event
online
at riverbanks.org.
Right.
Anything else coming up before the Suvari that you'd like to talk about?
After Zoofari, we're going to do Boo at the Zoo, which is our popular Halloween show.
Absolutely.
But we have a lot of construction going on right now. You can see our new sea lion exhibit taking place. We have a brand new entrance and gift shop that's open, so that's a lot of fun. We have a grizzly bear exhibit that's open and an otter exhibit, a lot of fun.
Hey, real quick, you mentioned that new entrance because that's received a lot of publicity. What's the feedback you're getting from the zoo goers there?
Well, they really like it. They like our new gift shop. It's easier to buy tickets, and you can do that more quickly. But we're getting a lot of good reviews on our otter exhibit and the bears, because now you're this far away from the bears because there's a piece of glass and they're right there all the time interacting with visitors. It's great.
Yeah, well, make sure you spend some time and make the trip up to Columbia and Riverbanks Zoo and Garden and check out Scott and this little tortoise right here. Needs a name. Let's get it done. All right, Julie, over to you.
Chris, from a tortoise to a bear.